Hey everyone, welcome back to another Black Swamp Medium vlog. Gonna be an interesting one. Unfortunately, things didn't go exactly how I planned them to be, and that's okay, because, I could be all upset. It could be, it just could have gone so many different ways, and it went the way it was supposed to go, and it just didn't work while trying to capture a vlog of what my true intentions were. But again, that's the way it goes sometimes. So in what's really going to happen is I think you're going to see a little bit more of me talking about it versus what you're going to see. Because I really didn't get to chat on camera, that is, with everybody that I wanted to. Unfortunately, I didn't really get to anybody. And it's fact that with everybody's, well, we're going to get into that. But what I want to do first is I want to show you what I was able to capture, so that way you can get a little bit of a sense of Midwest Parafest number 4, which happened just the other weekend. But I wanted to show you something. So let's take a look at that right now, and we'll be right back, and I'll talk and give my impressions of the event and how it went. So hang tight. Hey, welcome back to another one. So it's a pretty exciting day. As you can tell, the smile will probably continue through pretty much the rest of the day. So I don't want to beat around the bush. We just want to get this going, because today, Saturday, April 1st, is Midwest Parafest, which is exactly where I'm headed. I'm ready to see so many friends that I haven't seen in a while. Sometimes, a lot of this is just the first of the year, so some of them I haven't seen since last year, and some even longer. But there's also going to be some people that have been real familiar, real good friends of mine, and we're going to hang out. We're going to show you what I can show you, and so hopefully you guys will come along for the ride. So I'm going to do one of those fancy things, so let's just hop right in, right over there. And there we have it. We are at the Oliver House. So let me make sure I get a good angle for you guys. So get a little bit. There is a brewery here. So yes, I don't know a lot about this yet, but I will obviously find some more out. But for now, let's make our way inside and start hanging out with some great people. Okay, so as you can see, you just got a lot of either moving shots where I was just kind of walking around the vending room a little bit, I did get to show you a little bit of a few of the speakers in action. Unfortunately, some of it was just going to be stills, and that was the best I could do at the time. But again, it is what it is, and there's not much I can do. I really can't change anything, and unfortunately, for me, going down this path, going on this adventure of trying to capture things on video versus stills, which is what a lot of you are used to. So if you're visiting my Facebook page, Adam the Black Swan Medium, check it out, like it, help me out there. But you can see that, I do post a lot of footage, or excuse me, a lot of still footage. And that's just what I'm used to. So obviously taking photos is easy for me. But what I'm not great at, obviously, was capturing a lot of video. Now, I did get what I could get. Unfortunately, like I said, I wanted to talk to a lot of the people, especially Chad and Heather of Die Paranormal, who put this event on, which did a fantastic job. I mean, well put together. They're good friends of mine, and, it was great to support them. I was a, kickoff sponsor, and it was great. I got to take my daughter along with me. She had a great time. She got to see me talking to tons of people, which that was part of why a lot of it didn't get down on video. I talked to so many people, and a lot of the conversations aren't just a few minutes. Most of the conversations I have with people tend to go 20, 30 and longer sometimes, depending on who I'm talking to, what the subject matter we're talking about, which a lot is what we're dealing with, what the subjects of paranormal, cryptids, UFOs, so those subjects seem to take, but those are the passions that we all have. Those are the things that we're really interested in. And I think, there's nothing wrong in that. And I'm upset that I couldn't get the interview footage, which is what I wanted. I wanted to be able to talk to a lot of individuals like Chad and Heather. I wanted to bring them on camera. I wanted to just, have them describe to you what the event is and what it means to them. And, and it doesn't mean that I won't be able to cross paths with them again at some point. And we can always shoot another one down the road, because even then, they did mention at the end of the event that, they are thinking of doing a 5. So, but again, it's going to take some time. Being a part of the SWPI Swippy crew, putting a large Parafest, Paracon, depending on who likes to call it what, it takes time, and it takes a lot of manpower, and it's just one of those things. I mean, even currently, we're setting ours up for November, which is going to be our 10th year. But we're going to talk about that in another vlog at some other point. But it's just the thing. I wanted to get their take on things and talk to them a little bit about that. But again, I'll cross paths with them, and we'll get this, we'll get it on camera, and we'll get you, some other updated footage. Who knows? Maybe when they're ready to announce something, I'll be able to get that from them. So, we'll see. But again, my, impressions, I kind of mentioned it already, was that, it was fun. It was a lot of fun seeing a lot of people that, I just don't get to see that often. Plus, there's been people even locally that I haven't seen in a while. I mean, some of them I've been seeing for the first time just this year, and I haven't seen them since, last fall, last summer. So, in some regards, these events are great because of the connections that we have, and that we go to these events, and sometimes we don't have a lot of time to talk. Sometimes, a lot of the vendors, some of that footage you saw was a lot of vendors, and sometimes they have people lined up. So I, can only say hi and bye, and be like, maybe I'll catch you later, but that's how it goes. I mean, you talk to any speaker, any, person that's ever put an event like this on, you talk to anybody that visits, like I said, they time is short. It's weird, as time goes fast, but time is short. So you never have a chance to really talk to everybody. And I missed a lot of people. There was people I never even got a chance to talk to them. I never even got close to them. So it just goes to show you that, regardless of the event, of where it is, who's putting it on, who's there, speaking, and who's vending it, because it all varies, but you just never have enough time. And it's always a shame. It's always a shame that you don't have that chance to do that. But, again, for me, being just a kickoff sponsor, being a guest, you're limited because you're only there for so many hours. And, I would have loved to have been there earlier, which, the doors were open at a certain time, but then I would have loved to stay later. But, like in this event, they had a gallery reading by XC Suzanne Smith, which is a great friend of mine, another one I wanted to get on camera. She went from 5 to 6. And then after that, they had a VIP dinner. And so everybody got a chance to maybe sit with one of the presenters, speakers, and, hang out with them, eat some food and just hang out and just have a good time. So, those are the moments that you finally get a chance. And so like for me, I in a way was rushed. And even then, I've been deciding if I wanted to include just a few seconds at the end of this video, even though, like I said, I wanted this vlog to be a little bit more dedicated to Midwest Parafest because, again, Chad and Heather are friends of mine, and I appreciate the opportunity to sponsor them. I mean, that's obviously, a huge thing, and I know they appreciate it. They've said thanks many times, when they were announcing, like the next presenter or when the event was over, they make sure that. So, I mean, that's awesome. And so I know I was grateful for it. I was glad that I was able to do that. And because, yes, you want to support these things because this is what keeps the community together, keeps us hanging out, and just supporting it. I mean, the vendors, they need people to come out and buy their stuff so that way they can keep doing this, But everybody was fantastic. And like I said, I didn't get to everybody, but I got to, as many as I could. But like I said, it was really fun. And I'm curious. I can't wait to see what they do for next year, and as far as, granted, I'm sure it'll take at least a month or so before they start really getting the paper out and writing down what they're thinking about next year. But that's okay. That's typical. I mean, even when our Old Mill Parafest ends, it's the same thing. We usually, we do it in November. We ain't talking about stuff until January, February. So, we take the holidays, which is a great, idea and a great break, to utilize. So it's a good excuse not to talk about it. But at the same time, we really focus, that when it's time to get together and talk about it, and we do that. So I'm sure that's what Chad and Heather of Die Paranormal will do, that they will, start giving us little hints when the time comes. So, more than likely, we may not see anything or hear anything until the fall time, maybe, even in the, late winter, December or so before we finally hear some things. But that's okay. We'll let them do what they need to do and take the time for that. But yeah, so again, I really enjoyed it. I can't say enough about, them and what they put together. And then everybody I did see, again, so many friends, so many, good people. And so it was great to catch up with a lot of people. And again, it was well worth it. And, if you guys are thinking about it or ever curious about these events, that, ask me some questions or hit up, like this one, hit up Chad and Heather for Die Paranormal, look them up on Facebook. And then you can always ask them what's up. And I know they have a Facebook page for, Midwest Parafest. You can always message them there and just, ask them whatever, and just see or make suggestions, like if you want a particular speaker to show up, give them some suggestions. So that's what they can work on. So, yeah. Other than that, I wanted to just give my 2 cents worth and, go from there. So I'm going to, get out of here. I think I've spoken long enough about it, but I'm going to get out of here. I think I will show you just a quick taste of where I went after Midwest Parafest. I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to give you just a couple little key things. Now, it's just going to be photos, just going to be a few photos. I only took one video of where I went afterwards, but I'm not going to tell you it. I'm just going to let you see it. But yes, I literally ran out the door. My daughter and I ran out the door and drove down the street a few blocks to get to this next part of it, which was a lot of fun because there was a ton of things that were a first for me. And so I will describe those, not in this video, but I will do that on Saturday mornings, mid-morning medium chats. So hopefully you can join me there and you can check that out and you can hear what I'm talking about and what I'm meaning by this. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I hope you liked what little footage I did have. And so hopefully you guys will check out the next one, which I'm thinking I might be able to shoot another one here pretty quickly, but we'll see what happens. We'll see how it all unfolds, because that's the fun part about this. I get to do whatever I want, whenever I want, and how I want it to look. So, all right. You guys are awesome. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for checking this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. And in the meantime, if you want to check things out, go to Adam the Black Swamp Medium on Facebook. Ask me questions there, or check out what's going on. I do my live Facebook shows, Mid-Morning Media Chat, not only on that Facebook page, but on YouTube, Adam the Black Swamp Medium. That doesn't get too much easier than that. So yeah, check those out, see what's happening. And in the meantime, I will see you guys real soon. So take it easy. So yes, take care. And all my love, light, and peace to each and every single one of you.